see in a second. But what we want to do is, with hello introductions, how you lead people through change. And we're going through change, no? Well, how do you lead people? What do you do to help them go through this change? How do you develop resiliency for yourself, and how do you develop resiliency for your people? That's what we'll be doing this morning. The first thing we'd like to accomplish is to understand what is resilience and why it's important worldwide. The word resilience is now really coming up in corporations and government. How can I make my people more resilient? Then we're going to talk about what are the components of personal resilience. How do I develop practical strategies to develop personal resilience and in my people? We'll be talking about that. And you're going to have an action plan. How I can and what I need to do to continue to be more resilient. Are we living through challenging times? I question you. Are we living through challenging times?
Yes.
Yes. There is a Chinese curse. Curse? Maldición? Which says, may you live in interesting times. Are we living in interesting times?
Very.
Oh, very interesting. So how do I get through this, and how do I help my people go through these interesting times? And then we're going to provide tools and skills to be able to do this. Okay? A little bit, the first hour, I don't want to call it lecture, but it's giving you information, and then we're going to do little breakout sessions afterwards. The first thing I'd like you to do is answer the first question. What is change? Volunteer. I need a microphone. What is change?
Moving from position A to position
Did you hear what he said?
Yeah.
Moving from position A to position B. Okay, that's one.
I think a break in a daily routine.
Changing state from another point to the other.
Both
Not
ways.
only moving the state, the whole surrounding everything.
Okay, that's a change. What is change?
Change is to be better, like yesterday to tomorrow. To be better before today. I want to be better today
Okay.
and tomorrow
What?
also.
Change? What is change? So change is different for each person. Right? Everybody has a different definition of change. In 1989, I was working with a company called Westinghouse. You ever hear of Westinghouse? Doesn't exist anymore. No more. Westinghouse gone. Kaput. Finito. Sayonara. And they, in their infinite wisdom, sold the division I worked for. I was the director of human resources, and I got laid off. Got a pink slip. At the same time, I was going through a divorce, and I had a little daughter, 2 years old. That was change. Big time. But it came out to be positive, because if it didn't happen, I wouldn't be doing this. So sometimes change looks negative to begin with. With time, it turns out to be positive. But change is different for everyone. I'm going to ask another question. What is one memorable piece of advice that you've received from someone that helped you through change? I just want to share it with the group. What nice or good advice did someone give you to help you through some kind of change?
Be patient.
Tell me this is what happened. Tell me the situation. Why did they want you to be patient?
Just patient to wait to exactly what you said. The change can turn from negative to positive.
That's an advice
Just,
to
be patient to that tunnel or break from that road that will change to positive.
So someone gave you that advice?
Yes.
Who was that?
My mother.
Oh, your mama. Okay. Excellent. Anyone else? Someone gave you a very important piece of advice to help you through a change? Never. No one in your whole life has given you advice to change. I do not believe it. Please.
I'm not violent person. I have not I don't like to argue to anyone. But
That's because you're an F.
yes. But,
Peace, harmony.
peace, harmony. But I pushed to learn to argue 5-6 years ago, and it's nice. Experience that I can argue with somebody.
Say no. Anyone else? One more. Let's share.
Yes, can I say?
Oh, you don't like the microphone. Go ahead. I know. I learned. Thank you. I know.
I'm a smoker, and a friend of mine told me that, okay, not stop smoking or something. She just told me, if you stop smoking, you feel freedom. And I was surprised because I'm searching for the freedom, and I'm the one who is always saying freedom is the first thing we have to accomplish. And she said like that, and I was surprised. And then from that moment, I think to stop smoking. I didn't stop. But that was the other side of from the other side, the perception behind it. Never thought about
It's
it.
true. When you smoke, you put a chain around your neck.
Yes, she told me when you go somewhere, you're not thinking that, oh, I forgot the lighter, I forgot the cigarette, I don't have a cigarette. What shall I do? I have to go to the shop, yes, etc. And I was really surprised and you feel like a free.
Good advice. Good. Excellent. Okay, another question. What have you done to help somebody through change? One or two people. In your life, what have you done to help someone through change?
To my daughter,
I don't believe it. You mean in all your life, you never helped anybody through change?
To my daughter in everyday life.
You helped her through change. Like what?
Like what? First of all, how to spend the money. That she.
Oh, how not to spend the money.
So,
Excellent. Anyone else has given that you've given advice to in your life?
Yes, I
That-
want to say so. Sorry. A friend of mine was very ambitious, and she was only searching for the career, etc. And she was like married in 2 years or something. And she was always talking, I have to go now there and seminar, and the trip or always, I don't know. And my husband is always telling me we have to have a children, etc. And I just started to, because I had a child, I was a small one, I have now as well. And I was just talking how it's brilliant when you get a child and the feeling that I have. And from that moment, she like made the balance in herself. And I saw her eyes open in a minute. Okay, I was talking like half an hour. It was like that. And she just, opened her mind. I saw it in her eyes. And after 1 year, we have little babies down. And I was very, 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 very happy about it.
Yeah. We do help people. Another question. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
Please.
I had a friend, she was working with me, but she was speaking 6 languages, and the major was the Chinese one. And we were working here in a big oil company, so I told her, what are you doing here? You have to pack your things and go to China. So I helped her to find a job in China, and I moved her to China. Now she is... yes. And now she ended up in Cambridge, She is the business manager of the Cambridge.